One of my subscribers commented on one of my videos that my videos are not beginner friendly, and I thought to myself, how many persons are like him watching my videos on my channel? So I decided to make a very basic tutorial that will teach you how to trade the crypto market. What we're going to be doing in this video is start from the scratch. So even if you've never traded before, or you don't even know what trading is all about, I'm going to be explaining all of these terms in a very basic way that even a primary school child will understand. So if you are interested, or if this type of content resonates with you, then I want you to stay till the end of this video so that you don't miss out on any important part of the tutorial. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing these videos in a series, more like a tutorial course for someone who is just starting out. So even from the very basic to the advanced level, we're going to be covering everything that has to do with trading, especially with trading in the crypto market. And when I'm talking about trading in the crypto market, I'm talking about futures trading. So having said that, let us now get into the meat of why we are here. So I'm going to be starting with explaining in simple terms what trading is all about. So trading simply means buying and selling of currencies, commodities, or whatsoever. You are simply saying that a particular price, or you're saying that above a particular price you're going to buy, or below a particular price you're going to sell. For example, if I have a level like this, and this is the current price in the market, so when I buy, I'm simply saying that the price will go above this. So it's going to be something like this. I'm saying that the price is going to go above this level. That means I am buying. And then when I'm selling, or I'm also saying that the price will go below this level. So at any point in time, if I am correct, that means I'm going to make some profits. So in the course of trading, you're going to be encountering things like this. We call them candlesticks. So you're going to be seeing it when I will show you the chart. So if you don't understand what candlesticks are, what they simply represent is how the market moves. Just like your normal candles, the candles that you use to light up in your house or pray or something like that. If you take that candle, you will see there's a rope in it that comes out where you can light up, right? So we call that the wick of the candle. So that is how it is also in trading. So we use candles to represent our charts to show the price movement. These candles, definitely they move at different speeds, and the way they move is based on the particular time frame that you are looking at for a particular point in time or a particular market. We have different time frames. So time frame simply means the time that it takes for one candle to complete its movement. Alright, so we have 1 minute time frame, 5 minutes time frame, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, even up to 1 month time frame. The candles of the 1 minute time frame will definitely be moving faster than that of the 30 minutes. It simply means that it's going to take 1 minute to complete that candle. So when it is in a 30 minutes time frame, it now means that it's going to take about 30 minutes for that same candle to be completed. The next thing I want to talk about is to understand what you call the market trends. Now this is basically where you need to start, because you need to understand what the trends looks like. Once you're able to identify what the trends look like, then you now know how to trade, whether to trade in a particular direction. Now take for example, I draw this. Now in your chart, you're going to be seeing something that looks like this. Okay, so whenever you see this type of candle formation, we say that the market is in a downtrend. Now what does it mean? How do you identify this? So here is regarded as your high, for example, and this is your low. So that is your high point and your low point. So let me quickly label that. This right here is your high, right here is your low. So how do you know when the market is in a downtrend? So the market is in a downtrend when it keeps forming lower highs and lower lows. So this is a high point, came down to a low point. Now the market tries to come back and comes to this place, makes another high, but you can see that this particular high is lower than the previous high, so it now becomes a lower high. So I'm going to tag that as well. Now it also comes down to this point, and you can see that this particular low point here is lower than the previous low, so it becomes a lower low. So that is for a downtrend. Okay, so you can always see something like this in the chart. So when you see this, just recognize it as a downward trend. All right, now there is also a reverse of it where you have something like this. So we call this an uptrend. All right, now the difference right here is here makes a low. So let me take, for example, bring this, turn this a little bit. So I'm going to label this a low, and then this other point right here is a high. Now right here you can see that the price moved from this low point to high point, then it comes down, and right here it makes a higher low. Okay, but then you can see that this low point is higher than the previous low. So here we now have a higher low, and then makes another touch point here. Here becomes a higher high. So you can see that this particular high point that you made here is higher than this. So if we continue in this trend, you're also going to see that this next point, it's making a higher low compared with this one, and this one is also making a higher high, right? So that is how it keeps moving in that direction. So we see that as an uptrend. So once you are able to identify the trend, then it will help you to make a good decision. Now there's another trend also known as a ranging market or a consolidation. Now this is how it looks like. So for a consolidation, you have something like this, moves up, comes down, kind of break this a little bit, comes down. So this market right here is known as a ranging market or a consolidation market. You can see that it is breaking its own rules, right? It is not showing you any clear direction of where this market is going. Unlike in the other previous ones that we did, you could actually see exactly where the market is going. But right here, the market went up, then came down, broke this level, then went up again. It didn't go higher than the previous high, came low. So it just keeps moving and ranging. Okay, so in trading, this is what you want to avoid. This is exactly what you do not want to trade, because trading this type of market means that most times you're going to be losing money because there is no definite direction for that market. So as traders, where we focus on is either in an uptrend or in a downtrend. So this is the downtrend, this is the uptrend, and this is consolidation right here. Let me write this down. This is consolidation, and this is a downtrend, and this is an uptrend. Alright, so once you understand the trends in the market, okay, now let's go over to the charts so that I can show you exactly what this looks like. So if I open up the charts, let me quickly delete this. So I hope you got this now. Now let me quickly open the chart right here so that you can see what this looks like. So right now I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart, and right here you can see this means is on a 30 minutes time frame. Alright, so it simply means that it took 30 minutes for each of these candles to form. So like I was explaining, you can see something like this. They are called the wicks of the candle, those tiny lines that comes out of the body of the candle. So the rest is known as the body of the candle, whereas the line is the wick of the candle, just like your normal candles. Okay, so it means that every candles on this chart that we're looking at right now took 30 minutes for it to form. So look at this one that is trying to form right here. So it's taking 30 minutes for it to form. So it just started, all right, and the last 30 minutes this one was formed. So like I told you, the movement of the candles depend on the time frame that we're looking at. So if I go to, let's say, 1 minute time frame, for example, so you can see that this one is moving much faster because every candle right here is formed after 1 minute. So you can see the next candle is already forming because we have entered the next minute. All right, so you can see this one is faster than the previous one. So there's a lot of noise in the 1 minute time frame, and that is not where you want to take trades. But we will get into all of that as we progress in this course series. All right, so that's basically how to understand the trends. So you can see right here, let me go back to a 30 minutes time frame. Now in this 30 minutes time frame right here, you can see from here to this point the market has just been ranging. So in this part where the market is ranging, like I said, this is exactly where you want to avoid. All right, so you can see that from this point there was a sort of a breakout right here, and then the price moved towards this direction, the uptrend. Okay, so and after that it starts to move down again in a downward direction. So if you are somebody that trades in the 30 minutes time frame, this is the type of movement you'll be looking at for, and this type of movement. But however, I'll still not advise to trade in to analyze the market in the 30 minutes time frame, especially if you are a new beginner, if you are just starting out. So you want to look at bigger time frame for you to actually see the market from a bigger perspective. Okay, so you can see now we are in a 1 hour time frame. I'll change it to 1 hour time frame and look at our drawings. You can see that that place actually was a ranging market, and you can see prior to it, the market has just been actually ranging. So let me take it to a bigger time frame so you can understand better. So this is a 2 hours time frame, and you can see that the area that we marked out is still a ranging market. So you don't want to trade in a ranging market, you want to trade in a clear trend. Now basically, if you are starting out, the things that you need to be able to start trading, first of all, of course, you will need a device. Is that you're using a mobile device like your phone, or you're using a laptop or computer. Now you also need to have internet connection, and then you would need a platform that will enable you to trade. So for crypto, you would need to have an account on an exchange. So when you open an account with an exchange, then it will enable you to use their platform to trade. But if it is something like for Forex, then you would need to open a brokerage account. You need to open an account with a Forex broker. Alright, so the exchange does the same thing as what the Forex broker does in the Forex market. If you'd like to use the same exchange that I use, I'm going to drop the link in the description for you to sign up and then open an account. So right here I'm using this exchange Gate, and you can see the BTC USD charts over here, and then you also see the list of other cryptos that are tradable. Okay, so we're not going into that for now. So I believe with this video you already understand what the chart means, or when you see the charts you understand the trends, whether we are in an uptrend or in a downtrend. So once you have a full grasp of that, then you are now ready to go to the next step. Alright, so what I want you to do right now is to just go on the link in the description of the video, sign up and open an account with the recommended exchange, and then you are ready to start. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to show you how to fund your account and other things that follows. So I hope you are getting value from this. Share this video with someone who needs it, and if you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and make sure you stay glued to this channel because I'm going to be dropping other tutorials like this. Also, I provide a one-on-one mentorship, so if you want to hop on a one-on-one mentorship with me, then you're also free to check the link and get in touch. I will see you in the next one.